Hello and welcome to our next session at IndieReCon. We hope you're having a good conference. We are just enjoying so much all the great information that we are getting. And now we have a treat for you because we're indies, right? So we really rely on online bookstores. And with me I have Ben Galley, indie author, fantasy author himself, highly successful UK author. At one time was the youngest, I think, indie author to hit the top of the Amazon charts in the UK. Is that right, Ben?
Yeah, it is indeed.
Yeah, but no longer so young, but still
No.
very talented. And Ben also, as an aside to all the other jobs that an indie has to do, runs an online bookstore and knows an awful lot about it from the inside and indeed from the outside. So our format for this session is Ben is going to now talk to you guys and tell you kind of what you need to know as he sees it, and then we know that you have lots to say on this topic as well, so we're all going to go over then and have a Twitter chat on the IndieReCon hashtag when the presentation is complete. So I'm just going to hand over to Ben.
Excellent. Well, thank you very much, Orna, and thank you everyone else for joining me. As Orna said, I'm going to be going through online bookstores today, telling you all about the different ones available, and also talking a little bit about each of the features on them, and why they're so great as well, and why we can really use them to sell a lot of books, essentially. And that's obviously the most important thing about, also the most enjoyable thing about being an author in this day and age. So, online online bookstores first really flourished with the release of the Kindle in 2007. And with the Kindle being launched, Amazon released Kindle Direct Publishing, which we affectionately call KDP. Now, KDP was the first real effort by a bookstore to help indie authors get into the market. And so via KDP, what we've been able to do is have access to Amazon, and we can go straight in. We don't have to go through any sort of third parties. We can publish direct to the store. And that comes with quite a few benefits. For instance, the best things about these dashboards, because now, thanks to obviously Amazon leading the charge, there are now plenty of different dashboards that we can use to publish our ebooks. And we'll be going through the sort of top 5 in my mind throughout this little chat. So basically, some of the benefits of these dashboards, I'll list them off. So the best thing about them is they're free. Okay, so you can actually just sign up for an account and publish to these online dashboards for free. There's no charge at all. How it works is they basically take a royalty, or at least a slice of your royalty. So what you can usually expect from these bookstores is between 35 to 70% of your book's royalty, which is amazing. Now, obviously, there are different ways of it working between each different dashboard. For instance, Amazon. Let's tackle them first with KDP. You have to set your book price between a certain bracket to be eligible for the highest 70% royalty. And that bracket is $1.99 up to $9.99, and in US dollars it's $2.99 up to $9.99. And so that's what you just have to be aware of. But other than that, that's the only cut out of your money that you have. There's no upfront fees, as I said, and it's all just done on a per sale basis. The other great things about these online dashboards is the fact you can make changes very, very quickly and for free, which really speaks to the agility of an indie author in this day and age. We can basically keep up with the competition. We can make changes to the prices daily, even hourly, just to see how it affects, the bestseller lists, and also how many books you can sell. So it allows you to be nimble and agile and really take control of your promotions as well. The other great thing is that you can get paid every month. You basically get the ability to have your royalties sent straight into your bank account digitally. So every month you're actually getting that cash flow in. So that, again, is another benefit of being an indie author. You don't have to wait for sort of annual or 6-monthly payment and royalty reports, which is great. You get to keep all your rights as well. So you're not signing your life away at all. You're not signing over any sort of major rights. You're simply just signing up to these sites so that they can sell your books on your behalf rather. And that's it. And of course, as we'll go on today through some of the bookstores, we'll find out you can also run promotions as well. So again, going back to that agility, enables you to do things, do special offers for your readers, and ultimately sell more books. So the first one we're going to look at today is KDP. Kindle Direct Publishing, as I said, sort of the first and the original online dashboard that we have now. So basically, KDP allows you to publish to multiple stores. Amazon, being a huge company, has lots of different individual stores around the world. For instance, there are Amazon.fr, .de, the French and German stores, and even sort of Mexico, Brazil, and China as well, and Japan. So what the KDP dashboard allows you, or rather gives you, is access to all these stores with one upload. And it's very, very simple. You know, as we'll see going through these, the process is normally just 2 pages long. So you can just simply sign up for an account, log in, press start new book or publish new book, and it's 2 pages just with the information, the actual book file itself in Mobi, in KDP's case, and the cover file as well, set your prices and press publish. And the great thing about that is that within sort of 12 hours, your book will be live and ready and hopefully selling as well on the Amazon stores. And that's the brilliant thing about these online bookstores. So with KDP, you've also got the option of going for their Select program, which is an exclusivity program. Now, this is more of a sort of personal choice for a lot of authors, mainly because going exclusive restricts you from going to the other stores which you're going to be talking about, which in essence restricts your reach and the amount of readers that you can reach as well around the world. Because obviously all these stores have different devices attached to them, different e-readers, and obviously their own customers. So you could be, you know, cutting out some of the market by only staying exclusive to Amazon. Now there are benefits, of course, by going to the Select program. You can run promotions. You can do Kindle countdown deals, which are sort of incremental promotions, raising your price or lowering your price, excuse me, through a certain amount of time. And you can also set your book free for up to 5 days in every 90-day period. So there are benefits as well to it. And that's why I say it's a personal choice about what you want to do and your goals as an indie author. Personally, I'm not one for exclusivity. I believe in going to all of these direct and, you know, basically getting that reaching, you know, getting access to as much of the market as you can. But yeah, it's up to you. And obviously there's a huge amount of information on the stores as well if you wanted to get any more information and find out, you know, what other authors are doing. So the second one I want to talk about is Kobo. Now Kobo have a very, very similar dashboard called Kobo Writing Life. And this came along a couple of years ago. It's a great dashboard, really, really useful. The reporting is absolutely amazing. It's got great aesthetic value. And you can see where you're actually selling around the world and on the map as soon as you log in, which is absolutely brilliant. And it really sort of reveals where you're selling and where you can sort of run the promotions and what currencies you should be focusing on as well. So Kobo, again, free. The good thing about Kobo is you can set books free and run promotions whenever you want. You can do special prices. You know, you can set promotions, you can run campaigns, and all you have to do is link back to your book in your, you know, Twitter posts and tweets and things like that. So again, helps you be agile, helps you do different things. Also, Kobo allows you to do pre-order. Now, KDP does this as well. As of last year, they brought it in. So what that means is you can start actually generating revenue before the book is released, which is absolutely brilliant. And it's something that obviously we haven't been able to do, and it's sort of been a traditional you know, benefit for the last couple of years. So again, really, really useful. There are no keywords. With Amazon KDP, you can actually input keywords, which are obviously the words that people type into the search bar on Amazon to see what books they can find. Obviously, Amazon is usually the only one that offers that. And Kobo, again, is the same. You can't do that. Also, you can set the genres like you can at most of the stores as well, and to help you be found and discovered. So moving on, we've also got another one from Barnes & Noble. Now, Barnes & Noble have their own ebook store called Nook, and they also have the Nook Reader as well. So they have a dashboard called Nook Press, rather. Now, there again, each dashboard is very, very slightly different, has their own sort of quirks and benefits, pros and cons as well. You can't run any of your own promotions. You can't run your books for free, as you can at the Kobo store. You can't do pre-order either. And again, it's very, very simple though to use. It's a reasonable enough dashboard, not as simple to use as KDP and Kobo, but gives you access to quite a strong ebook store, because obviously Barnes & Noble in the US still pretty strong, and there are a lot of Nook readers out there. So yeah, definitely one to look at. And the last that I want to talk about today, sorry, no, not last, second to last, is Google Play. Now they are relatively new in the ebook store game. Now, I'm a great fan of Google Play. Again, the dashboard and the process is simple, but not as simple as Kobo and KDP. You can run promotions and you can set your book for free. But the most important thing, and I think the key to the Google Play Store, is the fact that when people review and they're signed into their Google Plus profiles, on Google Play, they can actually leave reviews, and as an author, you can go in and actually connect directly to the Google Plus profiles of people that have reviewed you. And I think that's really, really great, and it gives you, a chance to build that community and do extra marketing on top, sharing the reviews on other stores, inviting them to Facebook and Twitter and that sort of thing. So I think that's really, really useful. So yeah, great for linking in with Google Plus. And again, it's quite a big store, obviously with all the Android devices out there and the access that that gives to the Google Play Store, I think it's going to be a really big player and possibly combat Amazon in terms of share of the market going forward. So the last one I want to talk about today is the iTunes Connect store. Sorry, the iBook store, which is accessible via iTunes Connect. Now, iTunes Connect is slightly different. It's a downloadable app more than a dashboard. So what you do is you download it onto your computer, and what that does is facilitates the access to the iBook store. So basically, that's how it works. It's slightly different. It is, I have a lot of trouble using it. I don't find it very user-friendly. But again, iBooks is a great store with all the devices out there that we have now. Every store has access to iBooks. Again, you're reaching a large user base and a potentially large audience as well. But if you're willing to go through using iTunes Connect, yes, you just download it, simply upload your books in EPUB file. And the only thing you really have to look out for is the pricing profiles. It's quite strange how they set it. You have to sort of set a whole profile, and there are quite a lot of questions for each different for currency that you want to focus on. So I would stick with it, give it a go, and see what the iBooks store can do for you. Again, you can set your books for free, and you can also do pre-order as well, which is great. So that's basically my breakdown of the ebook stores that are available. I do urge you to have a look around. Again, they're free. You're not missing out. Not losing much by just having a look around and see what suits you and see what sort of sales. I always get surprised by the amount I make on other bookstores as well as Amazon as well. So if you're sort of struggling to sell books, or you want to see if you can expand your reader base, then I would definitely recommend looking at other bookstores and seeing what they can give you. So yeah, we're going to jump to Twitter now. That's all from me. So do use the hashtag IndieReCon, and I'll be tweeting from @Ben Galley. And thank you, Orna, again for having me, and thanks to IndieReCon and the Alliance of Independent Authors.
Thanks so much, Ben. Okay, over to Twitter with us all. I'll be there at Orna Ross, and do join Ben, and he's a font of information. So any question you have, no question too basic, because we know it's just incredible how much there is to learn here, and no matter how long we've been doing something, there's always something new to learn. And certainly when you're starting off, we at Ally would really recommend that you make online selling the basis of your strategy, and you can move to print and audio and more complicated things then. And even then you'll be selling online, but selling online ebooks is really the core for most indies in terms of making sales and reaching readers. So over to Twitter with you, and we shall see you shortly. Thanks, Ben, so much.
Thank you. Cheers.
See you on Twitter.